You are going to be chasing the wrong things for a very, very long time if you think that the things that you want externally are going to make you feel complete. The awareness that you are good now, you are whole, full, and complete now in this moment is what allows you to draw the things that you want to you. You become a magnet when you're aware of the fact that you're good now and you don't need the things that you want externally. Let me repeat, you do not need the things that you want externally to make you feel whole and complete. You are good now. You are complete now. And if you have to repeat that to yourself frequently, do that. Internalize it. And don't think that it's just some cliche term, like I'm good now. Like you're good now. Know that you are complete now. I talked about this in a previous recording. It's called You Are Full, Whole, and Complete Now. And the things that I talk about in that podcast, probably some of the most important things that I've said like in my content, and it probably will be some of the most important things that I say in my content moving forward. Knowing that you're good now, you're whole and complete right now is so key. It's so important because anything that you want externally is just an add-on. It's a bonus. It's not primary. Yes, it's cool to experience all the great things that you want to experience and manifest or whatever. Like, cool, sure, do your thing. Go after the things that you want, but do it by you coming from a place of wholeness already. I journaled this the other day, and what I said was, I am good now. I am not waiting to feel abundance or joy or happiness or fulfillment until I get X, Y, or Z in the external. I choose to feel abundance, joy, happiness, fulfillment here and now in this moment by understanding it is available now within. I am experiencing it now within, and as a result, it gets expressed externally. And that is what I want to talk about in this recording today. I continued on in my journal and I said, I see the abundance in all people. I see it in the grass, in the leaves, the sky, the trees, the buildings, the vastness. I see love in others and in life. I see fulfillment in others and in life. Same with happiness and joy. I see it out there and I am aware of it because I know it within. I am open to it. Thank you, God. The reason why, at least in my opinion, you are drawn to this recording, the reason you are drawn to self-development, the reason you are drawn to self-development books, the reason you are drawn to content in general that has been crafted and made with the intention to hopefully inspire something within you is because you are ready for it. You are meant for it. Now, I have absolutely nothing to back this up, but I know in my life personally that it was around April 2020 when I first came across a Bob Proctor video on my YouTube. I was just scrolling before I went to bed one night and I came across a video of Bob Proctor talking about the law of attraction. That's how I got first introduced to this. And I genuinely feel deep down that because that video came across my timeline or my page, it was because I was ready for it. I was ready for that information, and I knew that deep down I was craving something more out of my life, and I wanted clarity on really who I was and where I was going in life because I was drifting. And I feel like because that video came across my timeline, it was because I was ready to receive that kind of information. There's this famous quote by Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but he says, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When the student is truly ready, the teacher will appear. And I think that you can apply this to just like the energy that you are embodying within. And when you reach a point in time where you are ready to learn something, then there will be something in your life, something in your environment that is going to be presented to you, and you'll be aware enough to access it and learn from it. And that sign or that teacher, let's say, may always be there, but you just aren't seeing it. You aren't aware of it. And that's why you can't like internalize it. At least that's what I think. Like, I'm sure there were tons of Bob Proctor videos and law of attraction videos on the internet, and I just wasn't aware of them. I didn't click on them. But that one video resonated with me, and I clicked on it, and my life completely changed from that moment forward. And like, there's nothing to back this. I don't know if this is true, but this is just in my life, something that I've noticed is that when I'm ready for something and I'm aware of it within myself and I know it to be true within me, then I am going to be aware of it externally. When you can get yourself to a point where you know that all abundance, all joy, all happiness, all fulfillment, all prosperity comes from within you, and you are aware of it within yourself, you are going to see that being expressed externally, and you will be aware of it in everything externally. And you wouldn't be aware of it if you didn't know it to be true within yourself. You can go for a walk and just be in awe of all the abundance and all the vastness that exists all around you. You can see the detailing on a certain tree, or the leaves on the tree, or the amount of grass there is in a particular place. Or you could be walking in a busy city downtown and seeing the vastness of the buildings and the amount of people that are congregated in one area. You could be looking up at the sky and see a whole flock of birds fly in the same direction, all in unison, and just be in awe of it. And I know this sounds super spiritual and weird, but it is what it is. It's just the truth. It's like somebody could not be aware that abundance and joy and happiness and fulfillment comes from within them, and they could be seeking it all externally and chasing it all externally, and they won't be able to see the same things that you see if you are someone who knows that it comes from within you. Two people could be looking at the exact same thing and see completely different things based on where they're coming from within them. If you are aware of it within yourself and you see it internally, then you are going to be aware of it when it shows up externally, and it will unfold in a way externally that will confirm what you know to be true within you, which just indicates to you that it's expressing the things that you see within are expressing. If you're constantly chasing and seeking something externally and you are placing it up on a pedestal, you imply that you do not have it. If you put something up on a pedestal, it has no choice but to look down on you. You take the things that you want off of a pedestal when you realize that all joy, all happiness, all fulfillment, all abundance, all prosperity, it comes from within. You don't need those things to make you feel X, Y, and Z. They can't make you feel X, Y, and Z. If you expect that this paycheck or this car or this house is going to make you feel complete or whatever, it's not. It's you being complete and your awareness of your inherent completeness, your innate completeness, that is going to allow you to experience that exact same feeling when you do get the things that you want. You're just not putting it up on a pedestal. You're not chasing it anymore. Go pursue the things that you want and have a goal and work hard towards that goal, but do it from a place of completeness. Act from a place of completeness, a place of love, a place of passion. Do the things that you're doing out of that state, not out of a place of lack or neediness or desperation because you need something to happen, because you really, really, really want something to happen. That's probably not the most ideal way of getting somewhere. And even if you do reach your goals and you act in that particular way, where's the joy and fulfillment in that? You're just going to feel burnt out. You're going to face more resistance. You're going to feel more separation once you finally get those things. Start with the foundation, which is you, your inherent completeness and joy that is just within you. See it in here, see it within you, and you will be able to see it externally and enjoy it externally to its highest possible degree. So many people who chase goals and are in the self-development community and, seek things externally, it's like they just come from a place of lack and they make the process a means to an end. I got to do X, Y, and Z to get here. Don't make it a means to an end. Enjoy every moment. Enjoy the process to getting to where it is you want to go. And I know it sounds cliche and it's a lot easier said than done. But when you're aware of the fact that you're good now, you're complete now, you're whole now, automatically, slowly over time, you're going to start realizing that each day, each second to getting to where it is you want to go is where fulfillment lies, because it comes from you and you're in the moment. The present moment is the only thing that we experience. It's great to have ambition. It's great to want to pursue something and have goals and build something, create something, or make a difference that goes beyond yourself. But if you want to get somewhere and you think that destination is going to provide you with that level of fulfillment and happiness, it just won't. It's here. It's right here. You are going to be in for a surprise, a shock, once you get those things and it doesn't provide you with that level of joy and happiness and fulfillment. It may temporarily, it may for a day, it may for a couple weeks, it may be for a couple years. But if you think that it's going to provide you with that lasting level of fulfillment, it's not. And you hear stories of famous people, celebrities all the time. They finally get to their destination, their ultimate goal, and they worked really hard to get there, but they thought that it would provide them with a certain level of happiness or fulfillment, and it just doesn't. You're whole and complete right now, and you have access to it within you. You can know it within you. It's available within you. Do what you want. Pursue your goals out of love, out of this state of completeness, out of a state of wholeness, out of passion, because it's what you want to do. You're pursuing something that you love, and do it as like an offering. You're giving something out to the world, and you're gonna enjoy the process way more. When things get stressful or you're worked up about something, you can just allow yourself to take a step back and see it from a bird's eye view. You're not so deeply attached with it. And that's why, if you incorporate presence into just your daily life, it's going to allow you to center yourself, take a step back, and really look at things from a different lens, from a different angle, which is only going to be beneficial as well. But just the purpose of this video is it hopefully can serve as a reminder to just know that you're good and whole and complete right now in this moment. It comes from you. If you're aware of it within, you're going to notice that be expressed externally, and you're going to just see the magic that is all around us, the abundance that is all around us, the love and fulfillment that exists all around us in this world. It's like you're going to view life from a different angle, and it's just a great place to be. And you can enjoy being in the moment, enjoy the now, enjoy things unfolding naturally the way that it is, while also having ambition and pursuing your goals. It's like this perfect balance. Now, nobody's perfect with this. I'm definitely not perfect with this, and I slip up all the time. And sometimes I stress out or get frustrated or whatever. But if you can just incorporate presence while also reminding yourself, maybe say it in an affirmation like, I'm good now, I'm whole now. Or, it's easy for me. Getting to the places that I see for myself is easy for me. Why are you making things more complicated than it needs to be? Like, it's great to have a certain standard that you set for your life, and I've made a whole podcast recording talking about setting your standard and, being professional in the things that you do and really taking your goals seriously and showing up consistently. But why does it need to be so hard all the time? It doesn't need to be a struggle. The narratives that you continuously tell yourself make a difference in your life. Tell yourself that it's easy. Tell yourself that it's effortless getting to your goals. Tell yourself that every single day you wake up inspired to take action towards your goals without any resistance. It doesn't need to be hard. Loosen your grip and don't take yourself so seriously all the time. It's a balance. Take what you're doing seriously, take yourself seriously, but also sometimes it's okay to let things flow. Don't be so rigid and hard on yourself. And the reason I'm tying this into this podcast is because you're good now. You don't need to force things all the time. You don't need to apply so much pressure all the time. Find balance in what you're doing and don't take yourself so seriously all the time. Tell yourself it's easy to do X, Y, and Z because you're good now. You know that fulfillment, happiness, joy, abundance, it comes from you. So why are you stressing? Just take a step back, be in the moment, realize that you're good now, you're whole now, fulfillment is here and now, and just chill. But you don't always need to uphold to a certain image like of yourself in your head. Sometimes it's easy to get wrapped up in constantly bettering yourself, and it's great, but it's like, loosen your grip. Like, things aren't as deep as you make them out to be. Like, it's not the end all be all if you don't do X, Y, or Z every single day to get you to where it is you want to go. You're good now. You're full now. Like, take a deep breath, be present, be grateful for the things that you have in your life right now, and know that you're good now. And repeat that to yourself, internalize it. If you could have some journal practice where you're, affirming to yourself, I'm good now, I'm whole now, you're going to start to feel it. And that can make a very positive difference. When you can operate from that state where you just know that you're good now, you're whole now, you change the game. You're the one in control. You aren't putting the things that you want up on a pedestal. You're just operating from love. You're operating from completeness, wholeness. You're doing things that you want to do and creating the things that you want to create and living your life from this state of fullness. And that is very attractive. That draws the things that you want to you. Opportunities start coming to you when you do this. You are less reactive. You can respond to situations rather than reacting to them impulsively. You're calm, you're collected. And like I said, it's a great place to be if you can do it consistently. Nobody's perfect with this, but it's just if you can find that balance between going after your goals, having ambition, while also knowing that you're good now, it's a great balance. So listen to this again if you feel like you're too attached to getting somewhere or chasing something. Let this episode serve as a reminder. You're good now. You're whole now. Fulfillment, joy, abundance, peace, love, it comes from you. It's not out there. Seek it within first. Find it within. Hold on to it within. Be aware of it within. And then let that express naturally, organically through the things that you do. With the people that you interact with. Be that light. And you're just going to draw more of it to you. At least that's in my experience. Again, I'm not perfect with this at all. I don't think anybody is. It's not easy, but this is just something that I found to be true in my life. If you can just operate from this way and just be present as you go about the day and remind yourself of this, I think it can help. It has definitely made a positive impact in my life. And with the actions that I take, building presence of being, for example, right? Like, that's my goal. That's what I'm building. I'm sharing that with the community and people who listen to this. I see presence of being as, this brand, this community where we can promote living that present lifestyle. It's like, I don't want to chase something. It's good. I'm enjoying the moment, building what I'm building, creating these episodes, making content about it, and building this community. And I don't need to wait until I see it being what I see it being in my head in order to feel fulfilled. Like, you're good now. Like, I remind myself of that frequently. And that's why I did that journal practice where I wrote this out. I am whole now. I am good now. So if you want to try it out, start journaling. I think it can make a positive difference. But thank you. That's all I really wanted to get across in this recording. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being a part of our community. If you have any questions or comments or just want to chat, I'm always happy to chat in my DMs. You can message me on Instagram at Presence of Being. That is where I am most responsive in terms of the community. You can join the Discord below. We have a Discord community. If you want a Presence of Being hat, more clothing is definitely going to come out soon. Again, that's in my bio. I have mindset guides and free trainings, identity crafting free trainings in my bio as well if you're interested in taking a look at those. I don't know how professional this is, but I'm really just trying to do my own thing with this and make it as raw and authentic as I can be, as if I am speaking to a friend on the phone. Like, that's how I want these episodes to be, and I definitely don't want that to change. I did, however, say in the last podcast, I think my setup and the way that I edit these recordings is definitely going to improve over time, but I have no desire to change like the level of authenticity. Like, I'm not trying to make this into a whole big production. I would be recording these voice notes anyways for myself, or I'd be sending them to a friend. And that's how I see these kind of playing out for the foreseeable future. Of course, the equipment is going to get better and things are going to improve. The way that I speak is going to improve. But imagine just having a conversation on the phone. Like you're on the other end of the phone call and I'm just talking. Or I'm sending you a voice note. That's the vibe that I'm going for. That's how I want you to perceive them. So it's just like I'm here and I'm talking, and hopefully I can give you that one little nugget of advice, one little piece of advice that can help you on your journey. If you're having a bad day, you can listen to this. Hopefully it's comforting. But again, thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of our community. And I will see you in the next recording.